Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. Welcome to this video in which we are showing you how you can use SQL commands to send to the database, and on the basis of your criteria which you want, which is mentioned in the SQL command. Right. So the system gets connected with the database and it extracts the data which you want, and at your dashboard is reported, the graph is updated, the figures are calculated, etc. Right. So mm, uh, let's have a bit of orientation first. That building a dynamic reporting dashboard, you need to have a bit of the skills on of VBA and SQL. So a powerful reporting dashboard is built here from the ground up using VBA and SQL. So demonstrating how complex data can be transformed into actionable insights. Right. So this is a wonderful process, very exciting one. And if you learn these things, then you can add great values in your system and the dashboards which you create, the reports which you generate. Right. The process of connecting databases and create interactive visualization is meticulously detailed here, and offering viewers comprehensive understanding of dynamic dashboard creation. Right. So we use Microsoft Excel as a front end, and on the back end we use Microsoft Access. And we show you the SQL command. Before the SQL command, you need connectivity to the dashboard, to the database. And since we have Microsoft Access at the backend, so the connection string is set up first, right? So what we do here, let's get to the VBA code. In this VBA code, this is a function in which uh, whenever it is called, you get to on these parameters, some arguments to be sent with it, like the username and the yesterday, a variable. It's a date variable which will keep, which is meant for all the yesterday. Means this is our requirement that until yesterday, all the backlogs are reported, and the processes which are done regularly. So they are updated into it with the date stamp, and the fields are marked as performed or as dues. Yeah. And financial figure, that is fidya. Fidya is the thing, means which is a financial value, which is payable for every salah which is overdue at the time of the if somebody passes away, right? So this fidya has some rate in it, and that has to be calculated accurately. But that is payable only after the life is span is complete, means after one passes away. So then the fiduciary implications come into action, right? So so as we were talking about the database connectivity, so we use this variable. It's a text variable. It has a full path, which we mentioned that this is the path of our access database, right? The next is we have a constant name that actually meant for the table name. Okay, so and the next is the connection string, for which we need an object type variable, that is CN, that is for connection, and a command variable, which is a CMD. It is also an object for a command variable object, and the RS is for the record set, right? So then we set the connection is equal to create object. This way, the object is created. ADO DB, it is an API available, for which you have to have a proper reference in your tool. When you go to the tool and you go to this, then you have the ADO DB. This is data objects. Yeah. So ADO objects. So if these are available, all you need to do is tick mark, search them in the list below, and then when you tick mark them, when you select them, then they come on the top, right? That these are the ones which we have selected, right? Without this, these commands which we write, they are not going to work, and they are going to give the error, right? So if the error comes, then it means you have to set the references properly in the reference. Okay. So once the object is created, now it has to be given all the properties and methods values like this, right? So the database is the full path, and these are the parameter so which are necessary in order to get connected to the this database, right? Once you got connection with the database. Next is you set up the command to execute. In the end, you execute the command to create a record set that will bring all the records as per the SQL, as per the SQL. The SQL is that select the maximum due date from the master where the user is the selected user, right? So it will come up with a maximum date. So that date, once it is selected, it has to be added +1. And yeah, the due date is going to be due date +1. That means one date is added, so that now every performance of the due date have to begin with this, right? And until when it will keep on doing, until the due date is less than or equal to yesterday, right? So this is how it makes sure that until yesterday, all what you have all the dates, for all dates, all the activities which were due have been duly performed, right? So so that's the understanding. This is the default setting of our system, means that all we are not going to make any further increment in the orders. So this dashboard is going to serve the purpose for only when you make a promise that you do not go, from now on you will carry on all the due daily activities to be performed duly, right? Only with respect to the overdue ones, it will tell you that how much balance is remaining. And apart from, means in parallel with the daily activity, you are supposed to do some clearance of the backlog, right? So this is for the first activity is done, is that as soon as you get connected for a desired user, so what does it do? It makes sure that until yesterday, all the dues from onwards are performed, right? And the next thing to be done is about the backlog, right? So for the backlog, it's going to get you what are the date. Which you want. So we have already we have to set a date, right, which is to be used for stamping of for data stamping of the Kazasala performance. So that date is going to be shown to you in the range F9 of the menu sheet. What is F9? I show you here. Hang on, please. The F9 is here. This is the F9, this is F, and this is 9. Yeah. So 7th of August was the last most entry which was done. As soon as we click OK, so this will become 8. Why? Because the code is saying that add 1 to it, so that the next day activity is mentioned in here, right? So this is D is equal to 1, and yeah, makes sense. This is it is going to select maximum performance date for the master where the user is this. So the performance to date is calculated, and it is executed, and then F9 is going to be added with that date +1. This is that date which it has brought with the maximum whatever we have in the database for that user. So say, for example, 7th of August. So 7th of August +1, that makes 8th of August is going to be displayed here and will be used as a marking of the activity. So from 25th of until 24 was 7th of August. So from 25th, it's going to mark further that many days, 5 days in here, and will be shown you. Okay. So this is the logic, simple, and this we use the SQL. We use the SQL command in which we choose due date. Yeah. What is due date? Yeah, this is the due date. You can say this is the due date. Yeah, due date. And we use the performed, yes or no, and the performed date, right? So these three things are going to be listed. Due date, and then uh, uh, performed, and the due date, yeah, and the performance date. this is going to be shown you. Let me show you back. So due date and perform date, performed. Yeah, performed means it has been performed, so that's it. And perform on which date? That is P date, perform date. So that is being not only stamped with the date value, yeah, but also it is listed on the area in the menu that is from L11, M11, and N11. So these are going to be listed, and this how it is. So the record sets are based on the SQL. The record set each time when you pass this SQL. So this SQL command is executed to create this record set, and once it is created, so it is ensured that you are starting from the first record, and then you start marking them as performed and on this date, right? Performed date is entered, and performed means a yes is written. This is a yes or no field. So 1 is equal to 1 means it is marked as yes, performed, right? So once this do while loop is executed, the record is updated, and SQL command is actioned, and you on the basis of the SQL command, the record set is updated, and the next is the job of calculation. Let's calculate. This is a total calculation in mode in which only the calculation. So for this, a record set is created that for this user bring all the records from the master, right? Once they are obtained, so from the first, a do while loop will bring all these information and will set up these calculations. What are the FIDIA amount? FIDIA amount is overdue into 6 into FIDIA rate, right? And due date, due total is equal to the due count into 6, right? And perform total is equal to perform count into 6, right? And overdue total as well. So these are shown as soon as the command control come into here. So these are listed where on the in the menu sheet. Actually, it should be listed in the menu sheet, not on the salad sheet. It should be it should be listed in the menu sheet. So this is the due total. The due total will be in the menu sheet. What are the addresses? Let me, okay. So this is the address. M2. Well, M3 is paid, that is performed and overdue, right? So M2. So we it is M2. This is M2, and perform total is where? Menu. This is M3. M3, and perform total will reach on the M3. And how about the overdue total? That is M4. Control V. So first of all, yeah, here, this is going to be, let's make it M4, M4, and this is overdue total. Overdue total is overdue into 6, that's it. Okay, so that's it. This is the code, and this is going to be done by passing it. It's based on the SQL commands which are passed to this. Let's try it. We click OK. So it's now connecting it, and it's giving you the message that ready to pass on the next 5 record. It will start from the 25th onwards, right? Okay, you say 25th onward. So this is the latest picture of the dashboard, and the graph is updated, and you have these values updated. Okay, now you have 42,570, 65,418, and these are the total dues. Okay, thank you very much for watching.